I'm Cameron.
I'm AJ.
I'm Erik.
I'm Rolo.
I'm Blake.
I'm Cooksey.
We play games and we have opinions. Let's get started. Okay, so let's go around. We'll start with me and then we'll discuss our favorite games. My favorite game of all time is Majora's Mask for the N64. They're making a 3DS remake of it.
Yeah.
Super excited for that to come out. Okay, AJ.
I actually did some thinking in, and I'm gonna say my favorite game ever is probably Portal.
Ooh,
That's a good
Portal
game.
is fun.
It's a great game. It's an amazing puzzle game. Such a cool concept, like how easy it is, the fact that all you have is 2 portals, and I feel like it targets literally every age group.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
Good choice.
Eric?
Gotta go classic N64 GoldenEye 007. The greatest multiplayer shooter.
First.
First
It,
one.
yeah.
First
It
multiplayer
started
shooter.
them all. I mean, every multiplayer shooter has to trace its roots back to that game.
Yep.
Let's be fair. If you weren't playing paintball, you weren't playing the game.
That's true.
Rolo.
All right. My favorite video game of all time is Minecraft, of course.
Right.
And I just like it. It's a really popular video game right now, and
One of the #1 sellers in the world.
yes, it is. And it's not just a sandbox game. Like, you can set up a multiplayer server so you can play with your friends. You can get mods for it to change gameplay.
Tons
And
of
overall, yes,
Skyrim texture pack.
Yeah.
a lot of different texture packs. And overall, that's my favorite game.
It's really an endless game.
It is.
It can go on
too.
forever,
Oh
yeah.
yeah, absolutely.
You never really don't have anything to do. It's when you quit looking for stuff that
you-
It's also one of those games like, I don't have anything to do right now. I'll play Minecraft, and you can just do whatever you want.
Exactly. Okay, thank you, Rolo. Blake.
My favorite game of all time is Pokemon Leaf Green.
You are wrong.
Guys,
Fire Red.
Fire Red.
I
all
Fire
the
Red.
way.
I like Leaf Green so much better than Fire Red.
Why?
Cause
why?
That's not an
close.
Yeah, that's not
How many
that's a
times
good
did you
reason.
train
Thanks. Nice contribution.
I actually probably about the first 30 times I played through it, I had trained a Sandshrew.
Okay, and
So-
that's a Leaf Green exclusive Pokemon. So.
Yeah.
That is true, yeah.
So if you're going to use one every time...
Sentry's an awesome Pokemon.
Get them early. You get them right before the electric gym.
Which is
My-
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is awesome. Total immunity to stab.
Cooksey.
Not a fan?
I'm just not I don't like Sandshrew.
His
It's
shiny.
Shiny Sprite of Sandshrew is not that great.
Sandslash.
though.
Sandslash is amazing.
I bred
Yeah, it is.
for hours trying to get a shiny Sandslash.
Cooksey breeds for hours.
Anyways, Cooksey, what's
To
your
get a shiny
favorite game?
Sandslash. Go, Cooksey. What's your favorite
Favorite game, Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. It's a third-person, 360 camera Sonic game,
Right.
and then there were Chows. Chows are the
Chows.
best.
Okay, what's the difference between that and just Sonic Adventures 2?
Sonic Adventure 2, there isn't really a Sonic Adventure 2. Battle is just kind of the name of the game, right?
They just tagged it onto the end.
Kind of like, when you have a series of movies, each individual movie will have its own title.
Like Star Wars A New Hope,
Yeah.
The Force
Awesome.
Awakens.
Yeah.
Okay. So Pokemon Oras just came out.
Yes, it did.
Yep.
Woohoo.
Pixie, you been playing it?
Have I been playing it? I've played through it 3 times solid.
I'll hear it 4th time.
Yeah, and no, I'm not doing a 4th until Christmas Day. Christmas Day, I'm starting a tag lock with Blake, and we're gonna do a lock together. And basically, lock Pokemon dies, you release it. You only get 1 Pokemon per route. Standard rules. You can look them up almost anywhere. So just create your own rules, make it fun. And Blake and I are gonna do one over Christmas break.
And we're gonna win.
Anytime Blake plays a lock, he cheats though. So
I do not!
Yeah,
You've only
he
played
does.
through 1
Not
and you
every
cheated.
Okay,
No,
so
I played through 2.
You've only
Rolo, do
completed
you
1.
have a Pokemon game for us?
I do not yet. I'm going to get one by Christmas.
So currently we're 2 and 2. 2 Alpha Sapphires, 2 Omega Rubies.
I will get Alpha Sapphire.
You get Alpha Sapphire?
Yes,
What are you
I
looking
will.
at getting?
I'm getting Alpha Sapphire.
I think the legendaries are better in that one.
An Alpha Sapphire?
Interesting.
Yeah, it's true.
I can agree with that, actually.
I would take Latios.
That was my changing.
Yeah.
Kyogre is better than Groudon, and then you get Dialga, which is better than Palkia, I think, and you get Thundurus over Tornadus, and you get Lugia over Ho-Oh, and I think that's all of them.
So you just get the better one all around.
Yeah, you just get the
Okay, so they introduced something new this game. What did you guys think about it? Soar.
Soar feature.
Soar is
Oh my
so
gosh.
cool.
It's way better than Fly.
Yeah,
Oh, absolutely.
except for it's more time consuming.
It's
But
funner.
It
But
is more
still.
fun.
But I mean, if you're gonna,
I
it's faster to get into Soar than it is to Fly. Because you don't have to go through the menu to choose Fly and choose the Pokemon. You just pull out, you register it, and you just slide over the flute, and there you go.
You're
Soar away.
Soar away, yeah.
And it's way more fun.
It is more
Also,
fun.
if you
And the
make
fact that
plane
you can
noises,
encounter.
you can encounter in the air.
I am kind of upset though that because Sky Battles were brought, right?
That is correct.
Yeah.
Sky Battles
No.
were brought in X
And
and
X
Y.
and Y.
But then, just like triple battles and rotation battles, you start playing the next game, and there's no Sky Battles. Why can't I run into other trainers, maybe through Street Pass? Or
I want to
something?
run into another trainer in the sky.
Right in the sky during Soar.
I also think you should only be able to use flying Pokemon like you could in X and Y.
Or
Because I send out a
Or levitate.
Graveler, and how come he doesn't fall?
Yeah, Graveler during a
That's
battle against like.
It's like,
Any
yeah,
Pokemon.
they're all flying. My Graveler comes out, and for some reason he's just standing on the air.
Yeah, it makes no sense. I feel the same way.
Can I say I'm also highly disappointed that they took away the double battles that you saw so much
Yeah.
through Emerald.
Mhm.
They introduced
well,
it there,
I
and
get
I'm so
that.
mad they didn't bring it back.
But the fun part about playing Emerald was the fact that you had so many double battles. And double
Yeah.
battles made the game, I thought, more interesting and more fun. And
in one of my
More time
playthroughs,
consuming as well.
I did a double battle team almost, using a cast form for weather, and then using the Kyogre that was given, and also using my starter, right? And this playthrough I had chosen Blaziken. And so it was a really good setup because Kyogre would come out and you get the heavy rain, and then as soon as he left, Castform could set up the sun for Blaziken immediately. And it would work because of the really cool weather primal. I kind of wish the weather stayed, but it makes perfect sense that it doesn't.
Exactly. Okay, so which is better, Kyogre or Rayquaza? Because we all know who wins the first battle, right?
Kyogre, Groudon, Kyogre.
Yes. But I like Rayquaza better.
Yeah,
Rayquaza actually megas instead of primals
Yeah.
that's true. But he nullifies the effects of
of Kyogre and
Kyogre.
Groudon.
which is interesting. One thing that I've not yet figured out, and I've wanted to try, can you knock off the orbs? Because you can't knock off Mega Stones. There's a move called Knock Off. You hit them, and they
You
lose their
get
held
them and
item.
lose their item.
But you can't knock off Mega Stones, and I don't know if you can do that with Primals.
Can you knock off? Because he doesn't have a Mega Stone, he has a Meteor.
Well,
Rayquaza?
Rayquaza you can't knock off. But
He doesn't even have to hold the meteor.
In fact,
Okay, yes, that is true.
he doesn't have to hold the meteor. You could give him any other held item, and he could still Mega, which makes him even better than most other Megas.
Exactly. Okay, so Delta episode. That was something that introduced this game, right?
Yeah, Delta episode was not an original. A lot of really cool ideas were thrown around during the Delta episode. They talked about parallel dimensions, maybe saying that the original games were a different dimension without Mega Evolution, while the newer ones were not just redoing the games, but they were putting you in a different location.
That took me a second to get when I played the game, actually, was that they were talking about the original games.
Mm-hmm. Well, also, I originally thought that when they were saying that this hadn't happened in 11 years, I thought they were putting you back 11 years, right? They're saying
Right.
that the last time this event had happened was 11 years ago. That's when the last game came out. That's what made sense to me. So there's two different ideas that were both used to make sense of the Delta episode, which
Right.
story-wise was great.
Story-wise, it was fantastic. Okay, so Mario Kart, 3DS title, Wii U title. It's been a major Nintendo franchise.
Oh yeah, it's probably the biggest biggest part of the Mario franchise itself.
I think only rivaled by Smash Brothers.
Only rivaled by Smash, and that's not exclusively Mario.
That's not actually, yeah.
But I guess the Wii
Yeah.
U Mario Kart's not either now, right?
They have they have Link.
They've got Zelda
Okay.
DLCs and Animal Crossing DLC, and who knows what else they'll add.
Technically, they're all in the same universe, though.
They are. The
Sure.
Nintendo universe is
I
one
think it's a
universe.
great addition.
It is a
Actually,
great
I do think that's a better improvement to introduce more games outside of Mario Kart into
Mhm.
Mario Kart.
Because I can see a future of Smash Mario
Really cool.
Because
Yeah.
Sega All Stars, they already do it.
Yeah.
Sega All-Stars did
Sega
do
All
it.
Stars, and that's a fun game.
Which wouldn't it be great too if you added all of the characters from Smash into a game like Mario Party too,
Yeah.
Mario Party as well.
or
Yeah.
you could play, as Sonic or as a Pokemon trainer or something in Mario Party that gives you a little bit of advantage.
Or what if
when
they-
it comes to minigames?
Or just a
Yeah.
Mario Party version of Smash, right? Where every different mini game was a Smash, whether it was a sudden death Smash or all mini Smash or a times 4 Smash.
Or you could even just have the regular mini games, except you can fight each other too.
Yeah.
Like you're bouncing around on those balls or whatever, trying to balance. Except you can also hook shot someone.
Huh.
Yeah, that's not bad. I've thought of that. A lot of times they throw in the moves you can do or the way you can hurt each other in Mario Party. Why not just make it Smash?
Mario Party's already a great game. Adding
It is.
those extra characters would make it even better, in my opinion.
Yeah.
That is also one of the... I think those are the two major Mario franchises in Nintendo right now, right? Mario Party and...
Mario Kart, Smash Brothers.
Smash. I'm going to put Zelda up there.
Zelda's up there because... The only reason I would put Zelda up there is because its release has caused thousands of old fans to come out and just buy a 3DS just for a new Zelda release.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, that's very smart on Nintendo's part. Because they haven't made a really good Zelda game, in my opinion, since, like, Wind Waker, other than the Ocarina remake.
Wind Waker was a great game. I think it's interesting the way they are breaking it up, like you said, because, like, I am personally getting a 3DS purely for Majora's Mask. And it's like now, well, I like these other games too, like Mario Kart, and so I'm going to get those because now I have the ability to play them now that I have a 3DS.
Yeah.
I don't know if I like the reboot. I like it. I like the fact that you can go back and play, but let's get another good Zelda story out. Let's get another good game. We've struggled for so many years. Let's make a good Zelda game.
That utilizes.
Did you play Link Between Worlds? Because that was a pretty good game.
I didn't play
Between
that.
Worlds
I
was
did not
a
play
great game.
Once Toon Link came out, I was like, crap on this. This is dumb.
Did you play Wind Waker? That was a
Wind Waker-
fantastic
Wind Waker was an
game.
amazing game.
My favorite Zelda game of all time, because that was the one I grew up on. I mean...
Toon Link is a waste.
You're a waste.
No, I don't enjoy Toon Link. I think the classic Zelda was great, and I think Link in the N64 was the perfect Link character. Why change him? You built a great character in the N64 world. Why not improve him? Why take him somewhere completely different and make him lame?
Because Toon Link attracted me as a kid, because I didn't understand. Everything seemed more complex with the original Zelda.
Yeah. I can agree with that.
Even though everything was similar.
So they took a great game and dumbed it down.
No, they didn't dumb it down at all. They dumbed down the graphics so it'd suit children better. In fact, Wind Waker, I think, is the only Zelda game besides
That's part of the reason
haven't
why
beat.
Nintendo is losing great fans. You're playing down to children, and you're not playing up to great gamers that are the ones that have the money to invest in a system.
So
That's why they
why
bring
not
back-
reboot the old game?
That's why they bring back Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask.
But why not come out with something that's better and new and is going to get people excited, that uses the HD graphics and the first-person shooter and all the technology that you're bringing out? That is great technology. The Wii U pad is one of the
Genius.
Is a genius
It is
invention.
fantastic.
But they're underutilizing it.
Yeah, I mean, you add HD to a console and you're not using it to its full potential.
Think about Zelda in a full HD universe, very similar to
It's very similar to Ocarina of Time.
the graphic quality of a Call of Duty or a Halo, but putting you into Zelda universe in that.
That'd be cool.
It would be awesome, but they're
I don't
not
know.
doing that. They're just rebooting old stuff, which while is great, you're wasting your time and not attracting those good gamers because you have a system that nobody that's a wealthy gamer wants to buy.
But that's what
Because
Nintendo...
if you have a choice, you're going to say, I'm going to take an Xbox or a PS4, whatever, because they've got the good games, the new graphics. They are utilizing that system.
Yeah.
You could just develop a good Zelda game and get those classic gamers to buy the Wii U.
I don't want to see Zelda with as good of graphics as Call of Duty. It would ruin the experience.
I'm not saying you have to have as good a graphic, but utilize
Utilize what you have and what you've set up to happen.
Build it up more, kind of.
I see what you're saying because they did introduce HDMI and then did nothing with it, essentially.
Yeah.
Mario still looks the same.
Mario
It looks
still's the same.
exactly the same.
Yeah. I don't know. I just
Twilight
went back-
Princess on the Wii, though.
Twilight Princess was great, and Skyward Sword was pretty good.
Skyward Sword,
Skyward
especially
Sword
since it had
was really
motion controls.
Yeah. They did try to do that. With Skyward Sword especially. Skyward Sword was all new. It was for the Wii. That's the last time they actually did something new with Zelda. And that was 3-4 years
Well,
ago.
no, they had Hyrule Warriors. That was something they
Ooh,
did
they
with Zelda.
did just do Hyrule
2
Warriors,
years
too.
ago.
Did they not just do...
2 years ago was
Skyward.
I just think Nintendo has great technology that is underutilized.
3?
Yeah.
Okay.
They did it 3 years ago.
So, what... But maybe I should buy Hyrule Warriors and we shall play it. Does that sound like fun?
Yeah, I think we could do that. We could review it for Nintendo. Wink.
No, but I guess
I love Nintendo. I only own Nintendo. I have a Wii. I don't want to go buy a PlayStation or an Xbox. I love Nintendo, but they have great technology that I feel like they're just underutilizing.
I feel like what we're saying though is we're saying that like they're not doing this, but we have like Hyrule Warriors is the new Zelda game, and it is back in the old graphics. It's not Toon Link. It is all new, and the way I see it, I don't know exactly how the gameplay is, but
it's essentially a Dynasty Warriors game.
Dynasty Warriors, but with
Zelda characters.
Zelda characters. So I mean, maybe they are trying to change things, but we're not understanding why they're doing it the way they are,
or what their end game is,
Yeah.
Okay, so to shift gears a little bit, because we've been talking about Nintendo for the past 16 minutes, let's go on to Call of Duty. Advanced Warfare came out recently.
Advanced Warfare is nice. I haven't done much playstyle, but I've been doing a lot play time of it. But I've been doing a lot of reading on it, and I'm not a fan of the exoskeletons. I've come to that conclusion. I don't like them. I feel like they completely... They make it a different game.
It's a shot at Halo.
It is.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's a step in the wrong direction. I mean, honestly, the world we live in is moving in a more and more war-filled environment. Yeah, sorry. And what they need to do is, I like Modern Warfares. Because what they were doing with Modern Warfare is they were showing you exactly what the experience is like, but they were making it so that you weren't there in the dangerous situation. They were giving you the opportunity to see what it was like. Mm-hmm. My cousin went into military, right, because of Call of Duty games, because how much fun they were, but also how advanced it was and how cool it is to see what it was really like. But now they're doing all this advanced stuff, and they're going into the future 50 years with Black Ops 2, right? Is that what they were trying to do?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And they've had all these other games, and they're not utilizing what they have now also like Nintendo was. I mean, maybe that's the only good franchise that has actually taken advantage of the future really is Halo.
Yeah.
Like, Halo took advantage of that, and now everybody's trying to copy Halo.
The thing is Halo stuck to where they started. And that's what's kept them so successful for so long with today's such dedicated fans.
The biggest change Halo had was when they switched studio makers.
Yeah.
And since Call of Duty has a different studio maker almost every year, it's a constant change. It's almost hard to keep up with.
True, but they used to be really good at keeping it all together until they decided to jump so much. And it's not like the old games so many people know and love.
They jumped the shark.
I think they did.
They did.
I think they did.
That's exactly what they've done.
And I think introducing famous, as much as I love Kevin Spacey, introducing famous people, you're making it more movie-like. You're taking us out of what we loved was the realism, and you're making it a movie now. And I'm just playing a movie.
Lately, games have been trying to copy movies. When games need to do is stay games. Yeah. Well, the reason people are attracted to them is because they're a release that they have control over.
You look at Tron, right? Tron made a pretty good movie off of a game, right? Movies that are based off games are usually better movies than, say, games based off of a movie.
Games based off movies suck.
They do. They're
terrible.
They're terrible.
Especially that Wreck-It Ralph one. That was terrible. It was. I love the movie Wreck-It Ralph.
It was a great movie.
It's a great movie. The video game stunk so bad. It was useless.
Did you guys ever play the Incredibles video game that came out?
I did.
That game was a piece of crap.
Played it on the Game Boy. And it was one of those stupid Game Boy games where you had to have the password.
Can I say, though, that probably the best Incredibles game is Disney Infinity?
It is.
I mean, Disney Infinity, good franchise. I think it's got potential, especially with the new 2.0.
Yeah.
And the Marvel superheroes looks fantastic.
Much better.
Don't have it.
I have it. Much better than the original was. And you're less limited.
You are less limited. Unless you're playing on 2.0 is not even out on the old Wii. Getting Disney Infinity on the Wii was just a waste of money and time because you could put 4 things in your sandbox and you're out of memory. But The incredible storyline in that game was great. It was fun. You utilized all the characters and their abilities. It was a lot of fun.
And we do math at my house, right, with Henry, because he's 6 years old, and we're teaching him. And what we do is we look.
Shout out to Henry.
We look, and what we'll do is we will count his Disney Infinity characters, and then we'll do the math with them, and just find out how much money has been spent towards his birthday parties and all sorts of different things. And this number is outrageous because he has got he'll save up his money for a week and then buy a character. And he never has enough, but he'll strike deals, and he somehow manages to have almost every single character. And we do the math, and Nintendo's made $200 just off Disney Infinity characters. My 6-year-old brother. $200 off the characters and about $100 just off the console games.
Wow.
It's a great setup.
It is.
And you're taking a classic franchise in Disney, you're taking these great characters, you're putting them in a new scenario, which you have sandbox mode, which everyone loves now. I mean, it's Minecraft, but in a game.
In Disney.
Specific in Disney.
It's Disney.
It's a great idea. Great concept.
Okay, so let's pull it back to Call of Duty for a little while, okay? I was playing Advanced Warfare online. It is super fast-paced. Ever since they went futuristic, they've been going faster and faster paced online.
Yeah.
You play World at War online, and it's kind of if I can crouch here, I can sneak over there and then shoot that guy. But Advanced Warfare, there's no crouching, there's no sneaking, everyone's flying everywhere. It's mass chaos.
I think that's why.
There was no crouching and hiding in Halo. I mean, maybe on a large map you could, but...
I think that's one of the reasons why Advanced Warfare isn't becoming that much of a good game. Is because, for one reason, the online multiplayer, because... It's not like all the other multiplayer games from the past Call of Duty games.
It's walk 3 seconds, shot down.
Yeah.
That is exactly what it was.
That.
In World at War, you stood a chance no matter how bad you were. In this game, if you don't know exactly what you're doing, exactly what your exosuit does, exactly where to jump and win, you will die.
Yeah, if you're not running a time.
I feel like that's a poor match system, though.
It is.
Too. I mean... You want to match good players with good players and new players with new players.
That's what I
a poor match
want
system.
with
Which, I mean, you could always jump and mix up the match system, but I felt like Halo, you usually got a fairly equal match.
Halo had a very good match.
See, in Halo, I was okay with dying in 3 seconds. I don't know why. But playing Halo, the spawn and then die almost immediately, it was still fun. Call of Duty, it's not.
Yeah.
You have to be alive to get 3 kills for Call of Duty to be any fun. I mean... Sure, when you're learning to play, I mean, it's great.
Right.
And you have a chance, per se, but with the newer games, you just don't.
Exactly.
You can't pick up a new game and learn how to play like you used to.
The thing that was really nice with the way Halo was laid out, their multiplayer matching, was that you, at least in the Halo 3, you could go up or go down, but you wouldn't play with people excelled past you unless you excelled forward as well.
Call of Duty,
Duty,
first prestige and their third, fourth, 16th
exactly.
prestige. It's mixed.
It's
the
so
balance
mixed.
team's okay, but I love free-for-all. I love seeing somebody shooting them.
Gotcha.
It's the best way for me to level up. I also love Kill Confirmed. Just those are my 2 favorite types to play Call of Duty games.
Mm-hmm.
But with the team matchup, it's just... There's going to be 2 people on each team that are wrecking, and everybody else is going to be bottom of the leaderboard.
Right.
Black Ops Online brought 2 of the best games, I think. That was Gun Game. Black Ops 2 didn't bring... Black Ops didn't bring zombies. That was
World at War brought zombies.
World at War, was it?
Yeah.
World at War brought zombies. Black Ops brought... Black Ops brought Gun Game and Sticks and Stones.
Yes. Right? Sticks and Stones.
Sticks and Stones was so much fun.
Sticks and Stones was awesome.
There was no bullets. You didn't know where anyone was. It was all sneak kills. It was great.
You just ran up.
It's like classic Halo Swords mode.
Yeah, that's basically what it is.
Swords mode's the best mode.
Or One in the Chamber is really fun.
One in the Chamber is so much fun.
I've always liked that. Where you have 1 bullet, and your objective, kill somebody, you get another bullet. If you miss your bullet, then
you run around until you
have to run around and knife somebody to get your bullet back. But, it was a great design. Definitely. And I think that I think that's what they need. They just need more new, fun ways to play, not a whole new...
They need to go back to classic paintball mode.
GoldenEye paintball mode. And even paintball mode. I mean, that's something that made GoldenEye stand out more than any other game ever has, because you had paintball mode.
And remote mines. There's nothing like timing a good remote mine in GoldenEye.
You know
Waiting
what else?
for that kid to sneak through the facility and drop down into the bathroom and then blowing him up.
The thing is that GoldenEye became outstanding, and a big chunk of it was because of paintball mode. Because paintball mode was different. GoldenEye in itself was completely different.
But you still had classic modes, too. You had Man with a Golden Gun, which was a great one-shot kill.
What I'm saying is there's so many games that are trying to stem and be that different. But it's just not what people are looking for right now.
People are looking for... People are always say they want new things in video games, but if you look back time and time again, things like the Call of Duty franchise and Battlefield, the things that keep doing the same thing over and over again are the games that are selling.
I think you point to Halo, and you say, why is Halo so successful? It didn't change much.
No.
From 1, 2 to 3, multiplayer mode was the same deal, new maps.
So with
and the maps were better. They went and improved from Halo 1. Halo 2 took those maps, improved them, and created new, great maps. Same with Halo 3. You're just improving on the system. You're not completely altering and starting new.
So with that, what do you want to see brought back? What from any other game would you like to see brought back?
There was that really good map, Halo 1. Or it was either Halo 1 or Halo 2. Hang 'em High, you do 1v1 pistols.
Oh, Hang 'em High is a great map.
Yeah.
That was a fun map.
People still yell that as an insult. Like, if you're playing a game and you call someone a noob, they yell 1v1 Hang 'em High. And a lot of people don't know what that means anymore. But that was such a fun map.
That's great.
See, I've never owned Halo or really played Halo. Because all my friends, when all these games were coming out, they were PlayStation people, right? And with PlayStation, there is no Halo. And that's one thing that sets Xbox apart, right? Xbox has got the advantage because they can come out with the Xbox One with like the permanent disc. What is that? Where like you can only use the disc on one device. Didn't Xbox do something like that?
They tried, and then they decided that it was really bad for them. And
that is really
over.
bad.
Yeah,
it's a dumb idea. But with that though, Xbox, they have these ideas, and any bad thing that Xbox has is totally covered up by Halo, right? Because Halo is something that everybody that has played enjoys. And with that, they can also get the Call of Duty games.
Halo is to Xbox what Mario Kart and Mario Party is to Nintendo.
It is.
Oh, easily.
If they can make a good Halo game, they will sell consoles solely for a Halo game.
Yeah. Kind of like the new Zeldas.
Exactly. Okay, well, I think we're just about done here. I'd like to thank you all for listening, and check back next week, and we should have another podcast. And I'm Cameron.
I'm AJ.
I'm Erik.
I'm Rolo.
I'm Blake.
I'm Cooksey.
And we play games, and we have opinions. See you next time.